Buddy. Friday morning blitz challenges here on Lichess. We're taking open blitz challenges 5+3 casual. Astrobate, good morning. Quote master. What's that last quote? Quote on Talon draws. Where do you get your quotes from, Astrobate? The chess quote bot. Guys, go to video chess training on YouTube, where all streams are uploaded, where the streams live. What is up, everybody? Alright. We're taking challenges 5+3 casual. Hopefully the stream is live. We've got audio and visual. Mule Skinner, welcome. Long time no see from Mule Skinner. We went over one of your games from yesterday. In yesterday's stream, I should say. Classic Professor Skinner. Principal Skinner, whatever. Alright, here we go. Mule Skinner. I don't know what to conclude about that. Grand Prix attack with white. What to think? We could play the same variation or not. I don't want to give him the pleasure. I mean, I've been playing a lot more, and no one plays the Spanish against me. I've got a couple of students who are playing the Schliemann, and I thought I should keep playing it for their sake. I play both sides of this position. Principal Skinner. I said Professor Skinner. There is a Professor Skinner. Yesterday we were talking about the psychologist. The behavioral psychologist, B.F. Skinner. Not really talking about him, but it came up in the Mule Skinner discussion. How did you get this name, Mule Skinner, anyway? So I'm not familiar with D3. Actually, Queen E2 is main line here. D3 is slow. But I don't offhand know for a fact what the best move is for black. Should I play D6? Or get my bishop outside the pawn chain? The classic dilemma for black here. Not sure. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this move. B.F. Skinner. Tezek, welcome. Tezek is here for almost all of our streams. Appreciate it. Thank you for being a regular contributor and viewer to the stream. Thank God it's Friday. I basically work like 7 days a week, so it doesn't really matter when you work 7 days a week. Saturday's sort of my day off, although lately not so much. It's my day off from streaming tomorrow, but I still do some stuff. Life is hard. Against Mule Skinner, we have 261 games logged. This is game 262. Things have slowed down lately. We got to 250 quickly, then he hasn't been on much. So Mule Skinner has dropped from top games leader. Now Morales far ahead, closing in on 400. But sooner or later we'll get to the... Actually, Arsenal must be close to 300. Mule Skinner is probably like third now in most games played against me on the stream. We have a challenge. Everyone's welcome to challenge, though. Rated, unlimited is not acceptable. Please challenge to 5-3 casual. There's Morales now. We just mentioned you. We channeled your spirit with almost 400 games. 395 games played. Mule Skinner has dropped. I think Arsenal's in second place in games played. Well, let's just play D6. Reaching a new level of VIP. The Untouchables. It's hard to catch up to 400. Binyash Kanan, Tezik. Tezik has played. Well, Tezik hadn't. Now I'm confused. Tezik, did you have another account before? Yeah, you're Tezik too. So I don't know how many games you actually had. Morales. Asterbait has over 100. You capitalized Will. I thought it was personalized Valentine poem or something there, Asterbait. It's kind of funny. I was getting nervous. Alright. You had Tizik 1, which was banned for sandbagging. I don't remember how many games we played. Do you actually get banned for sandbagging, or they just like put a label on your account? You just get labeled and then deleted, or do they actually ban you? You guess. You guess. Well, did you delete the account yourself, or did it get deleted? I don't remember. Whatever. Alright. Anyway, not important. Bishop G5. Queen F7. I guess I go to G6 here, keeping an eye on the G6, the G5 bishop. You did delete it yourself. See, that's what I'm saying. So technically you weren't banned. You banned yourself. You were self-banning. With good reason, perhaps. But, I'm a stickler for details. So we're going to grab this 2 pieces for the rook situation, which is not always good. Not so simple, actually. He can counterattack my bishop with like d4. Oh man, I don't know. But Mule Skinner's in trouble on clock time. Knight and bishop for rook. But he's got a pawn. An extra pawn. Alright. Let's get closer to the center. I don't know why I was drawn toward playing King H7 for some reason. But why h7 versus f7? Why would that be better? It's not really clear. My inclination is to like walk up and take this pawn on g5. Guess we should trust our instincts. If you can't trust your instincts, what can you trust? Who can you trust? I'm thinking like d4, just bishop b6. Let him smash my pawn structure. Keep the two bishops. So if I take on d4, he takes on c6. Actually, that allows his pawns to connect. Like pawn takes pawn, bishop takes c6, bc, cd, bishop somewhere, and then f4. He's able to keep his pawns connected. I think that's his entire point, you know? But the point is he doesn't have any entry points here. My point. Maybe my point's not good enough, though. Still white has rook e1. He's hanging on. I can't defend the stupid pawn. It's really annoying. But probably I am winning here. Somehow. Not certain. Certain for hurtin'. What an annoying game. He's hanging on by a thread here. Man, that is really driving me nuts. Dude, leave me alone with this. With 12 seconds left. Okay, he's not really threatening anything, right? Well, rook e8 is annoying, yeah. But wait a second, I can go here. It doesn't do anything. Alright, slowly we can coordinate. Wow. Wow. He gave up. I mean, eventually I'm going to win this. Wasn't that easy. Yeah, I mean, we were winning, apparently, since the initial combination. But he did put up a good amount of resistance around move 24. I felt it wasn't that easy to win this. Best move on move 24 was... I spent the most time here. A5 is like #1 move. And I found it after... How long did I spend on this move? Wait, I played A5 instantly. Alright. That wasn't so hard. I guess A4 is a mistake for white. But it's lost. A lost technical position. Shown challenged me to the wrong tank control. We're getting a lot of people with the wrong tank control. At the bottom of the screen, it says 5+3 casual blitz. That's the only time control I'm playing. So please stop challenging me to random time controls. Alright, Morales with 2004 question mark. I agree with that. Casual 5+3 is the only time control I'm playing. It's easy that way. We don't have to like debate the time control. Just one time control, okay? Don't remember what this was again. No material, draw. I've been playing more E4 lately. Trying to improve my E4 game. I play all different stuff. Wow, WJ Loof. Haven't seen you in like over a week. Not at all this week. Good to see you. How's everything? Trump in Trump world. Pennsylvania. Alright. G6. The great state of Pennsylvania, where my ancestors came from. E4, D6, Bishop E3 allows knight G4, so we should play this first. It's Gurgi needs a variation of the Marazzi. I've played this with black a few times. I never had particularly good results. He could also transpose to a more classical variation. He's supposed to play knight takes d4, so it's no longer a so-called Gurgi needs a variation. The point of black's move order is that they're supposed to play here knight takes d4, queen takes d4, trading pieces in a position of less space. Good morning, chess peeps. Yeah, this is a move you see from time to time. I think that a Hungarian IM played this against me. Paschall Laszlo. I won a nice game. There's also the game Miles Sachs. In this variation. I don't think that knight g4 is so good. It seems like, oh, it would be good for black to gain the bishop pair, but it's kind of difficult for black to coordinate. And this bishop it's unemployed. The bishop on g4 is unemployed and broke. We're following Miles Sachs. Or Sachs Miles. It's actually Sachs Miles, I think. Because Miles is the one who would play the dragon, not Jula. What's up, WJ Lift? Sorry to hear you're unemployed and broke. But at least it's your birthday. Is today, when is your birthday, literally? Bishop e6. Tezek, we'll see you later. So this I call the ghost piece. It doesn't really have a job. Speaking of unemployed, the theme. I used to have a theme on the stream. Oh, that's like, I think that's like perfect theory by black. He knows exactly the best moves. This is probably what Miles played. I believe Queen A5 is opening explorer move. Now rook a d8. I'm not sure what rook a d8 does. It's interesting. What does it do? Now clearly black has somewhat dubious structure here. 5 a.m. Scotch. Well, at least you've got Scotch left. It's a good sign that you've got Scotch at all in the house, huh? Now I want to get my king back to the center. There's no reason to be hiding. Wow. And how strong is this player? They seem to be like a very strong master. It's a bad variation for black, but he's handled it alright. I mean, I believe this might actually be one of black's very best possible plans. I mean, insanely fast. Wow. Now, rook b8, I'm not sure what's up with that. So I think we go here. Careful. What? Curious decision. And h3 is a very aggressive move, but it could backfire for black. And even c5 is interesting. Kind of shifting plans to their side. I don't really know what to do. What's with the draw offer in an unrated blitz game? Whoa. What is that? I don't know. I mean, black's playing like a strong master. I would think they'd be a lot higher rated than 2197. Rook g3. King f6, this whole scheme. Rook b8 is the one weird move that black has played. Wow. It's like insanely aggressive. What? He offers a draw, then he like plays insanely aggressive chess. It seems weird. Really strong. King e5. If you combine like how fast this guy is with his strength. It's pretty intimidating. He's probably like 1,300 FIDE, supposedly, or something like that. Aaron Sebastian, it doesn't matter if you're a subscriber. It's Friday. I just take the challenges I get. Why is he thinking so long on this move? The first game came down to king versus king from a 2193. It looks like we're headed there again. Whoa. What is that? He has like 2 pawns hanging and plays rook a5. Seriously, how crazy is that? There's tree huggers. I'm a pawn hugger. He has 2 pawns hanging. Broken structure. I don't know what this is, a winner or a draw. Honestly, don't have a clue. How do I get this pawn up? Alright. Yeah, we're not playing anymore. Please don't add time to my clock. I don't like it when people add time to my clock. Alright. Let's not do that. Mirales is up. No, clock time adders, not cool. It's probably a draw, the final position. But I'm not going to keep playing for like minutes, you know. You don't do that, like add time to the clock against a titled player, offer draws, whatever. It's just bad sportsmanship. Alright, bishop c4. This is Morales' favorite variation. The final position of that game is probably a draw, but black is suspiciously good for someone who's supposed to be 2100 Lichess. I'm just going to protest resign for added time. It's a draw, most likely. I can try to win, but it's unrated. It doesn't matter. I was looking at this with someone faster. So, what were they saying? We thought it's not so bad for black. I don't have to play d5, like bishop e7. Wasn't that it? We're advocating bishop... I don't remember the last time someone added time to my clock in a blitz game, in an increment blitz game. Why would you do that? Like, seriously. It's like dissing the guy. Like, maybe in sudden death, but why would you add time to my clock? Like, I need a handicap? You're offering me time odds? Or what is the point there? You're so good, you're offering me time odds. What's up, Husky? Long time no see. So knight g3, the greatest square on earth. Huh. I'm just gonna play chess. I don't know what this is. The greatest show on earth. Whoa. Instant decision. What is going on here? I mean, whatever. That endgame I resigned is probably a draw. But I just find that very strange and irritating. Why are you giving me more time? You're so great that you can give me more time. And you're like a 2100 player? What? It's so weird. Like I'm your little brother or something? Here, Johnny, have some more time. Why? Morales. Morales. What are we doing? I want to develop my pieces. Little brother Johnny, you can have more time. Whatever, doesn't matter. I'm just saying I don't like it. No big deal. I probably wasn't going to win anyway, and it's unrated, so... I'm not sandbagging by resigning or something. But he offered a draw earlier, which pissed me off too. So it's not the only thing he did, you know what I mean? They're both, like, sort of weird behaviors from someone who's supposed to be like 300 rating points lower. You don't offer draws to your elders. I mean, you don't offer more time. It's like very similar thing. Kind of like an arrogant behavior. Like, I'm so great. I don't know Morales if he intends to offend. I don't think he meant offense. I think he's just ignorant, you know. That's, you know what I mean? Ignorance is no excuse. Don't offer like draw and move 12 against a player who's supposed to be much stronger than you. And don't offer more time to them. That seems strange. So what are we doing here? The Morales Muleskinner attack. I guess I can play d6 at some point. But is it even, like, useful? Does that even do anything? He's, like, locking the whole position. It is kind of irritating. Wrestling. Chess wrestling. The nature of the closed Sicilian is really gross. I don't even understand how you can play the Budapest Gambit and positions like this at the same time. I mean, it feels like completely different. One is extremely open, the other is extremely closed. Damn. It's like Nimzovich. Just locking the entire board. But I have bishop takes, queen takes e5, and then get mated. Hey, let's get mated. Now d6 maybe? Yeah, let's kill myself on the diagonal. His speed is accelerating. Morales 2004. Speaking of sandbaggers. All of his ratings are question marks. Morales, you don't have like a Smurf account? The Tetris. Yeah, I like this Tetris. Very solid. Whoa. Major development. Tetris has been dislodged. This makes my head hurt. No, it's so, yeah, he ruined it. It's so disgusting, this lockedness. I wouldn't mind if I had more time, but how do you play positions like this when you have no time? That's why I call it wrestling. So locked, no one can do anything. It's like white has been creating that the whole time. Playing for lockedness. The lockedness monster. Yeah, now it's a scorpion pawns. That's cool, Astrobate. Classic pawn scorpion. It was Astrobate's favorite 80s band. Oh my god, it's just like this guy with this square. It's unpenetrable. Unpenetrable fortress. Or impenetrable. Wait a minute, you can't take that way. He's a hugger. It's really hard to get into trade queens. You have to get like a wrench out and pull them off the board. Respect for the pawn structure. Our pieces are on stations. Station 1, Station 2, and Station 3. Go to your station. It's like first grade. He found a defense to that. Damn. I still can't penetrate. Wait. He's got penetration here at D6. It doesn't do anything, though. Pieces are really bad. Check. Boom. Alright, good game. Not easy to take out Morales. That was game 396. Whew. The endgame mate. He almost locked the whole board. Alright. Gusta Vovidas. We've got follows from Dicklet Au, Anglo Achen, and I am Ahmed. Alright. Whatever happened to Bob Vila? Let's go. He's probably selling pillows or something. Alright. Let's play E4. I'm done with this D4 stuff. Rock you like a hurricane. Yeah, that's full 80s. You blundered with knight f3. Yeah, why did you bring your knight back? I was wondering that at the time. It's unlike you to let me trade pieces. Why did I play knight f3? I've been playing the Chigorin. Sorry, the Vienna game lately. Why did I say Chigorin? It involved a knight, apparently. Man, he's fast. The Berlin defense. Interesting move. Perhaps viable. Bishop c6, dc6, knight e5. You know, he can win the pawn back with like queen d4. I think this is an actual line. We're going to transpose to the whirl now. It's an a6, bishop a4 line, and so it's literally a whirl. Most people who play the Berlin defense aren't going to be like, oh, okay, let's just transpose to the whirl attack. But the good news is that I don't know the whirl attack, so I'll have to contact Sergei Tivyakov or something. You had a full 80s moment. Sparkle is my favorite too. Now, this is not a brony thing, is it? Alright. I joke about being a brony. You know, there's a pony on my stream, and it's kind of an inside joke. Because people think that Sparkle Horse is about me liking My Little Pony, you know? That's typically... So I get a lot of people like that. Sparkles is their favorite pony or something like that. I don't know. That's what that's about. It's hard to perceive context from people's, you know, half a line comments in the chat. All right. So mainline, like, Whirl attack. Usually black oftentimes plays for d5 there, so that's okay. You know, that's much more aggressive. Castles in d5 being black's most aggressive setup. Without that, I guess, not nearly as dangerous for white. This queen on e2 can be strangely exposed, though. I don't think I've ever had a game exactly like this, where he's basically playing like it's just a totally standard Roy Lopez. Almost like I played rook e1 instead of queen e2. So I don't like bishop g4 necessarily. Coming in at the wrong moment there. Now we can play d4 if we want to. Do we want to, though? That's the question. Do we really want to? And there's ideas with rook d1 here. I mean, being a whirl attack. Let's do it. I mean, this possibility doesn't exist in normal situations. He just doesn't care. Just doesn't care. So, yeah, this reminds me of Alyekin versus Uva or something. There was an interesting game I recall between those guys. I got 5 challenges. Husky, very strong player. Onwem. Flare. Everyone's challenging... No, wrong time control. Boss Burp. Boss Burp's playing a simul anyway. Throw away. Throw away account. Is that the point? I just don't like recycling. He's an anti-recyclist. Now d5 is possible, but not fun. Actually, now what do I do? Bishop g5? See, that's where we get to knight h5 land. No, black's pretty good. Pretty good, man. I guess if knight h5, I'll have to change my plan. Change my tune. Do I accept any challenges from 1100s? Of course. I like to lose like 40 points in one game. Because my rating's already like 100 points low from where I could probably have it if I tried. I want to be even lower. I want to get down to like 2389 or something. No, I don't do rated challenges here. The simple reason that I'm talking about the games while I'm playing, so it's not that simple. It doesn't matter what your rating is. I play only 5+3 casual. Can you play a scotch? Yeah. While I pour another. Absolutely. So knight h5, this guy seems really good. It's a strong move positionally. I mean, is there any tactic against knight on h5? Not really. Bishop e7, queen e7, knight e5. Even there, it would be like knight f4. I'd have queen f3. Then you'd have knight h3 check. So even there, there's no tactics against knight on h5. Nice. Yeah, what am I going to do? This is a serious problem. Serious. Knight e5 directly. Queen e5. This is a huge problem for white. What is this guy's deal? Looks like white is worse. Wow. Yeah, he has knight f4 directly, too. Is that good? Yeah, it's freaking good. So I have a huge problem here. I mean, I can't let him into f4. This was not the plan. I mean, the plan was to play knight f1 and knight e3 and get my knight to d5. And now this knight h5 messed everything up. If you let him go in f4, I mean, I'm like worse. Even bishop e7, knight f4 directly for black looks good. So he just goes there. Okay. Well, I mean, at least here I'm playing e5. I mean, this actually looks kind of weird. I mean, black's f4 pawn is weak, and now my bishop is suddenly a great piece. I don't think he should have done that. Ow, my head. No, it was out my head. I thought maybe you drank too many scotches. And you're like, ow, my head. That can happen at 5 in the morning. How good is this actually for white? The Aster mate attack. Not so easy. Win a pawn, lose a pawn. It's like the book library on the beach. Borrow a book, bring it back. But these knights are okay, and my bishop's okay. I mean, I was on the verge of losing a minute ago. Now there's a piece sacrifice with queen h6. Queen h6. Okay, he can play knight e5. But actually, what is happening here? This is not a piece sacrifice. The power of My Little Pony friendship. How did you know that friendship would be critical here? F takes E. There's some tricky stuff going on. Bishop takes G6 check. He's stuttering. I'm stuttering. Tactically, he's lost because of the E file. Wow. He played the opening really well positionally. Seems like a player who could be quite good. Am I not winning a piece here? We're not winning a piece. That sucks. I thought I was winning a piece with queen e3, but it's just a fantasy because black has bishop f7. Damn. So, alright. Now I'm threatening to win a piece. We're very active. We have sacks on g6 and really strong discoveries. Black's king is slightly open. Okay, so queen e3. It's a nice defense against that. It doesn't save him though. This is funny. Queen e3 wins. Snack Shack. Man. Black's opening seemed favorable. What did I do wrong? So it turns out that knight a5 is played. My h3 is rather rare. I'm supposed to play just like d4 or d3 right away. I was afraid that the bishop g4 would be a thing. Now we're still in theory. Polgar Korchnoi. And the vast majority of players here play d5. But I don't really like closing it up. Rook d1. Udasin Halifman, 1993. Udasin Ildar, 1994. And this is a novelty. D5 is clear advantage, but I mean I didn't want to play a close game. So this is just equal. And after this, I thought black was actually better on knight h5. This is a very strong move. Now I literally had to play bishop e3. And he was simply impatient here with knight f4. Yeah, if you're patient there, you're fine. Alright, Husky. Long time no see. Black had completely equalized and then threw it all away with knight f4. Husky. Well, we did beat him once. We have a bad score against Husky. He intimidated me. Where is everyone? Come on, let's play some chess. 5+3 casual. We've got another hour and a half of Blitz. It's prime time streaming hour. Let's get some subscriptions to the stream. Thanks for those of you who are active subscribers. Asterbate. I'm like a little worried we lost Husky. Husky, where are you? And why is my napkin in my coffee cup? Alright, that's not good. Alright, Husky has left the building. Husky. Alright, I guess we'll just let him re-challenge later. Let me know when you're back. Flair09. Nice to see someone from South Africa. Get that man more coffee, more scotch. What do you call scotch with coffee? Scotch coffee? Close to Irish coffee. Alright, we're playing e4. I need to play more e4. Be a real chess player. According to Bobby Fischer. d4 is for wimps. Knight f3 is even worse than c4. A real chess player's move, e4. The Peerts. Whoa, I can't move twice. Players, that's very strange for people to take time on move 2. If this was an unrated game, like against an anonymous player, I would think they disconnected. I'm a child of South Africa. What? What are you talking about, man? I don't know the theory here. I never played this in a serious game, but that doesn't seem like the right move. I have a vague feeling that someone played that against me recently. Bishop g4, I'm pretty sure, is just not good. Black's about to get blasted by e5. I guess timing is important, though. I think black's already, like, maybe almost critically in trouble. This bishop g5 can be very dangerous. Hey, what's up? You were gone. We figured that out. Scottish twist on Irish coffee. Irish coffee. Irish coffee. Scot coffee. In Hungarian, we call them skot. You sent a new challenge. Yeah, I was just saying, maybe he'll be back. He'll be back. Where is everybody? It's Friday. Let's enjoy some chess. E5 looks extremely strong. Then again, I could just wait one more move before unleashing the attack. Let's just complete our development. And E5 is on the horizon. It's really hard for black to meet that. I mean, so this is a variation you have to be on the lookout for. I guess black can even play like C6 and not develop the king side immediately. See quick queen side counterplay. Interesting. Shoring up the white squares here. I mean, I could play D5 as well, right? D5 driving your knight away from the center, then hitting the other knight with E5. I mean, I guess this is a reasonable move for black. We'll play this first. This kills this piece. And it drives his F6 knight from the center, so black's in trouble. How much trouble is the question? We can try to like H4, H5, but his queen has that square. Yeah, I mean, this does protect E6. I can't draw an arrow for my life, but still, black's position looks very dubious. Draw an arrow to save my life. How do you finish the opponent off here? H3. Thing is, he can start locking the position. So knight a5 loses a piece to b4. Seriously. He has to retreat. I don't know about book recommendations on the white side of the Queen's Gambit. Maybe someone else. There's a million chess books out there. There have to be some good ones. I know Avrook has good recommendations, but most of his stuff is on like the Catalan for white, which isn't like technically a Queen's Gambit. I haven't bought a chess book in a long time. Well, the last time I got a gift doesn't count as buying a chess book. I've been gifted a chess book recently. Gift sub. But maybe someone in the chat has a recommendation for a Queen's Gambit book for white. I really don't buy opening books, for sure. If I'm going to buy a chess book, there are just too many opening books. I wouldn't even know where to begin. I like books about, more diverse chess subjects. Yeah, I don't like the Ready. It's really lame. But what about the Catalan? I mean, it seems like the Ready but better. Though it's kind of overpopular. Okay, black's lost here. Objectively. You can never be too careful, as they say. I mean, this queenside line, the queen here, the bishop on G. I could see white like screwing this up and losing very easily. You see, that move is key. Yeah, now it's really locked up and hard for me to make progress. If only he had waited one more move and let me play like f5 myself, it would be pretty bad for black. I'm just totally losing the thread here. He now has 2 pawns for the piece. Lock the position. It's kind of hard for white to coordinate. My knight doesn't have any retreat squares. It's getting really funky. I'm not even sure if I'm better anymore. This is crazy. I guess c3 is a really bad move objectively. I couldn't play knight d6, my original plan, because of queen d6, queen a6, queen f4 check, winning a piece, which I saw at the last minute. Yeah, that's a very bad move by black, though. He should have played knight b8. With knight b8, I'm in real trouble. You know, here it looks like I can probably weasel my way out of this. Though I'm not even sure about that. He's 1600. Man, that knight b8 move. I don't know. I don't like that position. But here, he's got c4. Once we trade queens, we're out of the trouble area, playing for a win again. No, this is a bad move. So I can fix him with a4. No, black missed knight b8, and in that position, I'm not sure who's better anymore. Honestly, I might be in serious danger of losing control of the position totally. Because he has his pawns coming, like b5, whatever. My queen is in a strange place, my king is in a strange place. It's a very awkward situation for white. Now black is lost. His pawns are frozen. Still, it's hard to break through, but it's a matter of time. My knight gets to a good square eventually. b5 or g5. g4 break. He's really feeling the effects of being down a piece now. Where is everybody? Friday. Most people have the beginning of the weekend coming up. Relax and play some chess, dudes. There's got to be a mate here. Whoa. That's crazy. How do we checkmate him? For starters, we got to keep him in a containment facility. Stay in the containment zone. That is a problem. He had to try h6, I guess, on the previous move. Yeah, that was a weird game. After a terrible opening, Black fought back and actually had really credible chances. Look at this position when he had knight b8. After 19a6. No. Here. Like this position, I'm better, but it's very complicated. Computer says I'm totally winning. I was stressing out here. Wow. It's like, no, you're totally winning. Okay. c3 was okay. Man, I was terrified of knight b8. I mean, I guess he's got nowhere to go. It's worse than I thought. Because if he plays a6 and b5, then his knight doesn't have any squares. That's the problem. Alright. Position was better than I thought. Throw away. Very well. Yeah, it's funny how sometimes we misevaluate positions. You totally think that black is equal, and it's like +5 for white. I think I sort of work under the philosophy that if you can evaluate positions, that's the key to being a good player. I just want to play something random. I noticed there's a couple of players, strong players, Fedoseev and trying to remember the other one. A couple of guys, they're playing bishop e2 against everything. It's kind of weird, but you know, in today's world of everyone knows all the theory in every major line, it's kind of fun to experiment with something new. No, I was thinking of seriously playing like bishop e2 against the Sicilian. Alyakin played it, I remember, in one game for sure. Here we have actually a form of advanced French. It looks like it will transpose. I did see examples of wing gambit, but he's prevented wing gambit now. He's threatening to surround my pawn in e5, so I don't want to just castle, because that pawn will fall. I don't normally play the advanced French, but I know a little bit. Okay, one problem here is that I can't do any kind of Johnny Hector style gambits. In the U.S. Women's Championship, Carissa Yip was like using the... She's been using the Johnny Hector style gambits in the advance. mean, now, you know, he's the only player who used to play that stuff, but credible players start playing it, it'll get more deeply analyzed. It actually looks interesting. Some ideas there. This is like standard mainline advance a la Joel Benjamin. I guess black can play bishop takes a3, although that doesn't really appeal to me. Normally, bishop e7, knight c2, and this is like a starting standard position. How did I end up playing the white side of the advanced French? I don't even like it. And if I did, I would want to play some kind of gambit, not this positional line. Yevgeny Sveshnikov. Schematic anti-French system. Very positionally based setup for white. Slowly, square by square, trying to like gain a sort of space advantage. Black must be seriously debating like bishop takes a3. I would think this is like a mainline position. Bishop e7 is a no-brainer. Bishop e7, knight c2, castles, and then what does white play? Don't ask me. But he instead plays queen b6. That's probably a variation as well. I think there's some knight b4 ideas. I thought this for some reason. I don't love this, but I don't know how else to play it. I am not an authority here whatsoever. But black's play looks very traditional for black side of advanced French. It's a nice bishop we have here. Yeah, this looks pretty normal actually. I have a bad bishop. He has a bad bishop, but his bad bishop can come out and like trade itself off. So whose bad bishop is worse? The one that can trade itself off, or the one that's like doomed to suck for the rest of the game? Technically, my bishop has a worse scope. Again, I don't know. Black's tanking, but why on an obvious move? I don't really see the benefit in queen takes. That's just kind of weird. So black's threatening bishop e5. No time for bishop d3, for example. Bishop e5. What am I supposed to do? Rook c1 does nothing. Okay, I have queen d3, preventing bishop e5, and then if a6, a4, and then just play chess, I guess. There is the possibility of g4 though. Black knight can just simply drop back. I don't think it's a big deal. Unless I can combine some other attacking ideas with this. Maybe I have a4, you know, bishop a3 trading off my bad bishop. Maybe I have knight g5 with an Aster mate on h7. At least I connected my rooks. I mean, I have primitive attacking plans with g4, knight g5. But he can always play g6, for example. h6. For example, g4, knight e7. And white just like weakened his king side. I just weakened my king side with g4. Yeah, this is what I first expected. Rook fc1. Preventing bishop c3. g4. Knight g5. Black is, wow, how does that work? Whoa. Can't do that, can you? That's crazy, wow. What a move. f5 with the idea of g6. That's insane. That is a really wild idea. I've never seen anyone do that. He could have just played g6 straight up, but instead... Okay, so it loses. Or it does it. It loses. He could have played it straight up, g6. Queen h3, bishop d2, queen h6. Yeah, there's no defense. He had to play it right away. The Voodoo Twins. Could I have played a wing gambit in the opening? Black had knight on c6. Has anyone played bishop e2? Wow, only one player. That's crazy. But now there's like a million games. It's a Sicilian. See what I was saying? I was looking at this yesterday. Luke McShane, actually, there's a bunch of grandmasters. Yeah, so I don't have time for a wing gambit. I'm threatening a wing gambit. Threatening the wing gambit. So we transpose to main line. Okay. Well, this is a line, whatever. And now this is a line. So knight a5 is main line. And it totally lame. So b3 is not considered the best move. Interesting. King h1. Preparing g4. Or g4. Wild. Let's see where we left book. Anatoly line against Joel Benjamin, which is weird because Joel is, or later was, like a big fan of the advanced French. So that's funny. Maybe he picked it up from line. Knight b4, knight b4, bishop b4. So we left book here. Knight b4 is the best move according to Stockfish. Never played, but I've seen that idea before. Wow, we've got an actual game. Hefty Hilardo. Hefty. I told you guys h6 was a move. That's what Black played. Instead he just queen a5'd and then castled and now g4. And that's like losing. Well, obviously you can play knight e7 and put the knight on g6. Anyway, alright, thanks for the game. Sumahair is up. Subscriber Husky we have to play. Husky was here earlier but was missing. Let's play a different kind of modern. Let's play d6. Another move I haven't tried against Sumahair was c5, but he's pretty good at space advantage positions. He just goes d5 right away. So what is this exactly? I'm going to play f5. Where's Ubatis? It's closer to 420. In Asterbait? It's around 420. Let's see. Pacific time? Well, you're about an hour off, WJ Loof. But it is closer. It's more like 320. It's actually 328. He has another 52 minutes to go. But I'm not sure he's been to the dispensary in a while. I can hook him up if he needs it. Alright, f5. Wait, he's in mountain time? What? I thought it was Pacific time. What are you talking about? Asterbait, did you go on a... I thought Vegas was in Pacific time. Vegas isn't in mountain time. Maybe he went on a retreat up in the mountains. Oh, he found e4. That's probably critical. That's a great move. And then we operate by the Feingold philosophy of always take on f5. Yeah, I could see Asterbait in Denver. That would work. He'd be down. Down with the Denver crew. Alright, let's just develop. Yeah, I mean, e4 is a strong move. I bet that's like #1 move. Theoretically. Always blame the booze. That's another Feingold rule. Wait. Feingold probably doesn't drink. He's just naturally fun. Alright, knight c3. What am I going to do? Yeah, this is a good, well-played setup by white. I agree. You are right, sir. You are playing perfect chess. That is perfect chess by white, I would say, in my humble opinion. G6 or not G6? It's not my favorite move. Okay, if bishop d3, I could play e4. It looks very fishy, though. White has a good game here. This is very strong, his setup. Hey, everybody, we're streaming for another hour. I've got challenges from Husky. Somesh. I don't know. How do you say this? Somes. I don't know. Am I speaking Hungarian? I don't know anymore. I don't know whether to pronounce stuff in Hungarian style or American style or what, you know. And that really helps me with like Southeast Asian names. Deciding between American sounds or Hungarian sounds. It's very useful. So bishop d3, exclamation point. Damn, that sucks. White just has a great position. What can I do? I think I'll castle queenside. We just need to be creative. I mean, white has very good control of the e4 square, so positionally he's better. But I'm willing to give that to him. Not that I have a choice. Interesting idea would be playing c6 for black, to try to chip away at his center. At some early stage here. So white is still behind in development. He's got a very difficult decision now. You see, that's critical. Do you want to play knight e2, or do you want to play knight f3 and try to get your knight to g5? Major decision point. So if knight c5, does white have queen g3? That looks extremely artificial. Queen h3, also not a problem. This takes away your knight's only square. So that's weird. I don't think he'll do that. You know, I think queen h3 is interesting, or queen c2. Probably he'll play queen c2. Then I have a little bit of a decision to make. And black's strategically worse here. I have no illusions about this position. It's important to be rational, you know? A lot of people are overly optimistic all the time. Now white has the threat of b4, kicking my proverbial butt. So if I play e4, I'm overextended, but I'm threatening knight d3 check. White just castles. And then what do I do? So my options include, but are not limited to, a5, and I don't know what else. Queen d7. Queen d7. There. Man. This is a dumb move. But I'm going to play it anyway. Damn, he immediately played b4. Didn't even stop to think about bishop e3. White's development is kind of slow here, though. His king is still in the center. Then again, so is mine. I can't believe how few draws we have. Look at that score. One draw in the last, like, 20 games. It's like playing Acerbate. I was a little nervous of him playing pawn takes c6, changing the structure. I still think that white is better. At least my knight can get back in the game now. I also have rook c8, which is undoubtedly a useful move. Centralizado. Black is still compact. Knight, 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 or knight, knight, knight. He still has good control of e4. It's a thematic battle. Battle pets. What am I going to do here? Focus on this Isolani on d5. My sketchy opening sort of held water here. I like BattleBots. It's a fun show. Good wholesome television. So this pawn on d5 is happy camper. Wow. Where did that come from? Knight takes d5. No. Lightning fast reflexes. What is going on here? Unbelievable. Do I want to take that pawn? Yeah, but I want to take it under my conditions. Boom. Boomer. Wow. That's crazy, dude. Boomer Esiason. My God. He refuses to, like, even draw. I'm gonna actually lose now. He's too strong. How can he be so strong and so fast in the end game? It's incredible. Using no time. Like, perfect technique. It's unbelievable. When did he become such a good endgame player? Damn. I don't understand how you're 10 times faster than me and you're 1880 in bullet. What is going on with this guy? Just lucky, I guess. Just in time. Got that move. So check out his technique from the end game. Instantaneous moves with no mistakes in a drawn end game. And he's 1880 in bullet. Like, watch this. This is a drawn ending, and I lost it. You're 1880, and you play the endgame like a grandmaster. Rook f7, number 1 move. Rook takes b7, winning position. Even this is like, wow, this is a winning position for white. Unbelievable. I thought I was better. 96 advantage to white. It's a draw, but I have to play perfect moves here. b5, I was terrified of e7 ideas. Here's the blunder. Rook c8 losing. Damn. How the heck could you possibly be 1880 in bullet? I don't understand, dude. I mean, that's unbelievable. Not the first game I've lost against him recently. But you're so fast. It's incredible. You're way faster than me. Watch this. 1 second. 1 second. No seconds. 2 seconds. No seconds. Like 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. The technique here is excellent by white. I had a drawn position for a moment, and now I hesitated after king f7. I blundered. This is the critical position where I could have held on. I mean, most people would have just like taken on a6 at this point and just drawn against the title player. Like rook takes e5, rook takes a3. But he plays a4. Absolutely the best move. And white still has a theoretical chance to win. My rook doesn't have any squares. That's the problem. King f7, king f2. That's a dubious move. That's like the best move. Give me a break. And I didn't find a way to activate my rook. I have like one good move here. Rook f6 check. And white's still better. That's a very impressive game by white in the end. I don't know how my score against you is like 93 to 14 or something. You seem a lot stronger than that. The whole game too, like extremely strong positional play by white. What's your over the board rating, Bijak? You're not gonna tell me you're like FIDE 1300 or something like that. The strategic play is extremely strong. Husky theoretical position. Hedgehog. You only have rapid 1890. So I'm rapid 2366. That's a 400 point upset. It happens, but it doesn't happen a lot. Like, I would be crying if I lost to you, I mean a player of your rating, in a tournament. It's not enough games though. Yeah. Well, it's not reliable. You know, 2 tournaments. b4 is a strange move by white. What is that? And he weakens the c4 pawn. But there's very few people of your rating on Lichess, Sumer, who would like beat me in a technical rook endgame. That's a draw, you know. That's what surprises me the most. I mean, I'm probably strongest in the endgame, and my technique is actually one of my biggest strengths. So to lose in a technical endgame like that, where you're playing like instantly, is surprising to me. Most people of your level are very, very bad in endgame. You're very strong in positional play, extremely strong in that technical ending. It's not typical, really. Like, you're 1800 now, but you could be like 2200. Easily. I don't even understand what the problem is. Maybe you don't know enough opening theory. But this is very strange what Husky did with b4. That's not right. You're not supposed to do that. I don't think he knows what he's doing here. Is he trying to play like b5 or something? I should probably have played this on the previous move. It's not often I lose a draw and rook ending, but you're playing so fast, I sort of panicked. d5 is just better for black, no? Is there some kind of trap or something? Knight a4? Maybe it's a trap. He's very tricky. d5, knight a4. Oh man, I don't know. I have bishop takes b4 there. Does that even make sense? Yeah. Knight a4, bishop takes b4, c takes d, knight takes d5 is playable. This is unorthodox. Thank you, Porcupine, for being a subscriber. So I lost again. Whoa. What is going on here? Such a weird position. It looks like he's losing a piece. e5, knight takes d5, pawn takes d4. Well, Husky's playing crazy. He's playing very unorthodox style moves with white in this hedgehog. He's lost a piece for 2 pawns. I mean, b4 was a really strange move for white. I mean, I think the hedgehog is like an extremely difficult opening to play against. Like the hippo and other things where black plays hypermodern, it's like it's harder to play white than it is for black because you have the onus is on you to do something. Black just shuffles the pieces around on 2 or 3, ranks. I mean, that's not not difficult to do. And I don't really have weaknesses. Like, white has to do all this thinking and exploit a space advantage. I think super hard to play. Nevertheless, white still has practical chances here. With not a lot of pawns left, I can probably lose. Is there a quick bit of advice on how to crack the hippo or the hedgehog? Don't allow it in fast time controls. Well, you can't really avoid people playing the hippo. I wish there was an easy answer. d4, d5, c4, c6, knight c3, bishop e4. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play that in my life. You find that annoying? It seems illogical to me. It seems illogical to me for an opponent to play, you know, d5, c6, and bishop b4. Putting the pawns on white squares. And then placing your bishop on a dark square. Okay, so what now? Like bishop c5? No, it's a Slav. But it's a similar idea to like a winnower. I've never seen anyone play that in my life. But, you know, honestly, Bijak, it's kind of like not that common to play knight c3 against a Slav. I mean, the main move is knight f3. So you're in the minority there. Like playing that at all. Rook a2. Should I just play like rook b5 and go after the pawn? No. Pawns is pawns. Right. Technically winning position. Right. No, yeah, it's not exactly Rogozin. It's supposed to be worse. Rogozin is specifically against knight f3, and it seems more justified. It's like an inferior Rogozin. I mean, it's not that bad, though, I guess. Trying to avoid trading pawns here. I don't want to trade pawns. With not a lot of pawns left on the board here. Man. Well, he finally won this. The opening was a weird move b4. So it's all totally standard until that. I don't think we'll find one example. Could even be a mouse slip. I mean, b3 is a normal move here. So b4 is a total novelty, and the computer thinks it's playable. Wow. The engine actually thinks this is playable. I mean, Jesse Cry tried to do a similar thing against me in a hedgehog where he played for b5 and tried to get control of the c6 square. I don't know if that's what White's trying to do here. I'm actually surprised that Stockfish claims White has an advantage after b4. I've had a lot of games with knight g5. That's like main line. I should have played queen c7 right away. And now I'm objectively winning. Yeah, this wins a piece. Okay. We got him in the opening. Yeah, I mean, queen c2 Nimzo a little different. You know, this is a hedgehog. I mean, it's not the same thing. I got time for at least 2 more games. I'm not going to take the same player twice unless there's no one else left. I want to give everyone a chance to play. But I mean, I think b4 and the queen c2 Nimzo is much more common. Now we got another player who's not here. Don't forget to donate and support the stream. Subscribe. We need your support. Cupine is next. Looks like White is not with us. Alright, Cupine. Cupine is not online? There they are. Speaking of hedgehogs, I'm not going to play bishop e2 again. I try to play moves to mess up Black's move order a little bit. Thanks, Husky. Was b4 like an intentional attempt to do something weird? Jesse did it against me much, much later, and I got in trouble, but managed to recover. You meant to play b3, okay. Yeah, but the idea of b4, b5 could be dangerous. The Benko system. We can transpose to a normal sort of Skaveninga, and I played this position once. I lost to Alex Scherzer in like 1991. I think I was rated around 2200. In the 2200s at the time. I normally don't play the Sozin against the Classical. More against the Najdorf. Another move here that's very common is knight takes c6 and knight b5. So White has three variations. Knight b5, knight b3, and knight takes c6. Wonder about a4. a4, a5, trying to play a4, a5 quickly. Not really a traditional setup here. It actually looks like is this okay? Then I play bishop back here rather than the traditional e2. It's a queen b6 Sicilian. He has maybe d5, sacrificing a pawn. It's a little over the top, but possible. I mean, castles is normal. h5 is a6. So this seems like a normal Godiva variation or whatever they call it. I've played this for black. Do I have to play a3 at some point? Queen here. Rook ae1. So if he plays b5, my question would be, do I have e5 first of all? That's a common position. b5, e5, can't take it either way, but he has like knight e8 just keeping the tension, or some kind of knight d7 just keeping the tension. So this is tactically possible, but gives away my whole center in the long run. So I think it's probably a mistake. This is probably theory now. Still in book after 14 moves. Knight b4 is a common idea. What is White's plan? I mean, clearly I can play g4, g5, but I don't know that it's a good move. Is f5 a move? Then bishop c8 is at black's point. g4 is extremely weakening. e5 tactically. Take, knight takes. Bishop f4 doesn't work. It's crazy. So I don't know. This doesn't seem right either. Man. Now a3 weakens my queenside overdriver. Then he plays b4 takes, knight takes, and then my knight on b3 is weak when he plays knight takes d3. I'm not that enthused about that move. I was thinking f4, e5 now. e5 here. Take. Damn it. I thought I had bishop f4. Jeez, unbelievable. How can he do this? Knight takes bishop f4. Bishop d6. I have nothing. It's unbelievable. Bishop d6. Bishop e5. Bishop e5. Rook takes f6. Rook takes d3. Double exclamation point in between move. There's nothing for me. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. The concept of rook f3, maybe. I wish I was more familiar with this type of position from the white perspective. I'm not sure. I mean, it obviously looks like a funky move with the bishop on b7, but it might be. It might be something. Uber driver giving away ideas. I didn't see knight a4 with the idea of bishop e6, but maybe. Of course, black can just meet that with knight d7 too. He's got to watch h7. Now this is a major change in the position. Calmly playing e5. Feels like a perfect game by black. I can play queen takes d3. I mean, I don't know how strong black is objectively, but he sure as hell seems to play the openings extremely well. I noticed this with a number of players. Their opening play is on a very high level despite not having the highest rating. I guess everyone's different. h6, just another insanely calm move. White is just like slightly worse. Thanks, Uber Driver. You don't say. Black played like a GM, you know? I mean, it's like Grandmaster strategy play. Knight e8, I mean rook e8, rook d8, h6. All these insanely calm moves. And he's 1800 and super fast. Why is everybody so good? Playing the hourly arena with 1800s. They can't even make it like 10 moves without like blundering. In Blitz. 1848 in Blitz on here. 14 moves of theory like a rock. Maybe there's a blunder. This has got to be some kind of... There's got to be something up. But I can defend everything with bishop d3. He probably has a tactic to win a pawn back or something. Where is it? You were Flair 09. So he hung a pawn. Our Magnus Carlsen-like technique needs to kick in now. I mean, this was a great game by Black. I think it's still a draw. It's still a draw. I was winning for one moment. What? Was it the Uber driver move? Knight a4? Or I have knight d5, take, and f6. There might be some weird shot here that nobody saw. Basically, take, and unloading on h7. See, Uber driver put that in my mind with that knight a4 thing, and then I couldn't stop thinking about it. Blame it on Uber driver. Because for the moment he doesn't have knight b4, and I'm on that. He fixated me on knight a4, so I spent all of my time thinking about knight a4 or a takes b. That was the only two moves I considered. I didn't even consider knight d5. Thanks, Uber driver. Because this can be met simply by knight d7. I mean, I don't think that there's any problem for Black, is there? I don't really see an issue with that. I mean, there's nothing there. So I was like, well, that's nothing. Then I just have to take. Then Black has a good game. Boris Kryman, my great buddy who kicked my feet under the table when he was like 15. I wanted to punch his face in. In the money game in the last round of the World Open, played King H1. But I don't think this is a good move. Ironically, 3 games from this position, 2 people played my shitty move, King H1. I was like, as soon as I played this move, I was like, this move sucks. Why am I putting my king on h1 with this guy's diagonal here, taking away g4? Another player played g4, but it walks directly into d5 type of stuff. So actually, maybe white should play like a3 or something. I don't see what white's supposed to play here. a4, wow. a3, see? That's literally the best move. There's no other move. Rook f3, I give you some points for being creative, but I have a bad feeling about this diagonal. Yeah, it's still look. Yeah, I think we just have to play a3. I don't see another useful move. The computer was like, bishop d2, great. Where did we really leave, book? So the rook d8 is rare. It's a top 3 move, though. Top 2. A totally standard position. Haggard DK. Long time no see. I feel haggard. Alright. Last game. I never played d5. Uber driver's always making suggestions. Putting ideas in my mind. Maybe if I was totally open-minded, I would have seen knight d5. Though I'm not normally looking for that move. If I had more familiarity with playing those structures with white, I would have seen it. So what is this? My game versus Josh Whiteskin from Chessmaster with white. That was stupid. Alright. Now we're hitting viewers, but we've got to go in like 15 minutes. Reverse Catalan. Uber driver. Of course you know the answer to that. Can you play G6 and make a Grunfeld? Dude, it's the Catalan. Of course. The Catalan is the same opening as the Grunfeld. I just don't know which side I'm playing here. We're playing both sides. He can't play the Grunfeld. Alright. Of course. It's a reverse Catalan. It's also a Bogo Indian. It's many things. Okay, once we see B3, we're willing to make this exchange. I don't really like CD otherwise, because our bishop is hitting that rock solid D4 pawn. But B3 makes it not so solid. This is a disappointing move to see. 95, I mean 94, White's trying to avoid having a bad bishop on B2. Is there some idea I'm playing E3 on move 2? Normally they do that if they're trying to play some kind of Yusupov, Kali system. Yusupov plays it all the time. He'll play like E3, bishop D3. There's backdoors into the like Stonewall attack. Yeah, there's some reason for playing it. My first opening was actually my first openings were the Kali system and the Stonewall attack with White, but they didn't last long. Then I discovered the English opening. This is a strange move by White. Knight C3. I never had good results trying to play the Stonewall attack or Kali system when I was a beginner, and I quickly quit it. The English worked much more effectively. But why put the knight on C3? What is White doing now? He's just like defending his bishop on B2. Like, his position is fine, and White needs to play what, like knight D2 and for C4, and then he can equalize. But this is very strange what happened here. He has no way to equalize with no C4 or E4. So to answer your question, Porcupine, yes, E3 has its advocates. But if you look with the computer, I mean, White cannot possibly get a serious edge. Even in the normal Kali system with knight F3, I mean, White's best bet is to transpose some kind of semi-Tarrasch or something serious. The mainline openings are the main lines for a reason. This is sort of passive, but what am I supposed to play there? He just can't equalize. I mean, with no breaks. Now he's just fixed on the C file. Wow. That hangs a pawn. White is just waking up this morning. That was my whole idea, to pressure the C line. Guys, we're going to be back on Sunday with a simultaneous exhibition, our weekly simultaneous 25 board. I want to see a bit battle. Millions of dollars donated and lots of subscribers. Yeah, I mean, knight c3 was a terrible move. How does the rook get out? How did the chicken cross the road? I think DK didn't wake up yet. We have this discovery all the time. So your plan to trap my rook, I'm not sure that would work anyway. I don't think he should have put his queen on d4. It's always satisfying when you win material with a retreating move. You didn't freaking cook it. Thanks guys for watching. We'll be back Sunday at 6:30. With a serious chess simul. I've got to go to Ketchkamen on Sunday, but I should be back in good time for the simul. I've got a game. Most likely opponent is Hungarian Grandmaster Grosspeter, who I've never played before, ironically. All my years here. Like in America, I never played a handful of strong players. I never played Yasser. He's really the only one I can think of. But he never played. Like, how could you ever get paired with Yasser when he never played in tournaments? You'd like pay him to show up or something. Team battle, team tournament on Sunday for me. Not a team battle, team tournament. Hungarian Team Championship. Okay, then. But it's not that far. Only an hour drive or something. Not as bad as the last time. Hour and a half. My last game was like 2.5 hours away. It was really painful to play 5 hours and drive 5 hours in the same morning or day. Can somebody please finish him off? I'm surprised he didn't take him with the F pawn for some chances to attack. Alright. No more knight. No more Mr. Knight guy. No, he gives his knight a square. That's the idea here. Can I trap your queen or something? Yes. Yes. It's trapped, isn't it? Here? Well, anyway. He can't drop a rook. This is brilliant. You know, because of King H2, I'm able to force a trade of queens based on this. Brilliant. He gave me the rook. It's a sacrifice. Now we have a strong move coming up. Now with my Hungarian driver's license, I can do the driving myself. They have to pay me extra for that, man. He's staying alive here. Bishop e5 check. Where is the finishing blow? He's still alive. Darn. That is super annoying. Check. I'll just have to sack the exchange back. I don't mind. He lost his queen. I'm constantly trying to trade queens. I didn't see a faster way to win. Ooh, that was a good game. I made just one blunder. Where was my blunder? Dude, my final move was my blunder. Oh my god, I played a perfect game. According to the engine. 0 inaccuracy, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders until the last move. This move wins. It forces a trade of queens, leaving me with no losing chances. Should that really be double question mark? I missed a mate in 4. Whoa. How the heck is there a mate in 4 here? Rook c2. Someone suggested rook c2. Ah. So that's why it's a blunder. There's literally a forced mate. I didn't see it. Right. I saw you put in that porcupine. After the game was over, I noticed it. My focus is always on like minimizing the chance of losing. No counterplay. You know, I mean, I tell this to my students all the time. If you have a winning position, just trade queens. Asterbait used to be really good at trading, I mean at mating, but now he's more practical. I stopped looking for mate when I'm like up up a rook and I just want to reduce losing chances to 0. He doesn't even have a check though, you know, so. Of course if this was a longer game I probably would have found it. Yeah, I didn't even see the idea. That just introduced itself to the position. This wasn't in the position until f4 was played. And now this exists. Alright, good games. Thanks everybody for playing. I will see you on Sunday. Bring your friends and relatives for Sunday's 25 word simul here on Lichess. Thanks everyone for watching. The spirit of Mr. Coffee, thank you, WJ Loof. Thank you guys for being subscribers. Don't forget to resubscribe and support the stream if possible. Thank you everybody. See you Sunday. Bye bye.